Once upon a time, in real life, there were two brothers who loved stories. They didn't just read fairy tales, they saved them. Today, we're traveling back in time to meet the Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm were named Jacob and Wilhelm. They lived in Germany about 200 years ago. They weren't kings or knights, they were book-loving brothers. Jacob and Wilhelm grew up in a small town called Hanau. They had a big family and not a lot of money, but they had something special, a huge love for reading and learning. When their father died, life got very hard. The brothers had to grow up fast and help their family. They promised to study hard and make a better future. At school and university, Jacob and Wilhelm studied languages and history. They noticed that people everywhere told stories, old stories, funny stories, spooky stories, and they were disappearing. The brothers decided to become story hunters. They visited villages, kitchens, markets, and living rooms. They listened carefully as people told tales passed down for generations. Jacob and Wilhelm didn't invent the tales, they collected them. They wrote them down word by word so they wouldn't be lost. Their notebooks were packed with magical adventures and clever heroes. All those stories turned into a special book, Children's and Household Tales. It was a big collection of fairy tales from many storytellers. This book made the Brothers Grimm famous around the world. Have you heard of Cinderella, Snow White, Rapunzel, or Hansel and Gretel? Many of their most famous adventures were collected by the Brothers Grimm. These characters started as simple folk tales told by regular people. Some early versions of the tales were darker and scarier. Over time, the brothers changed them to be kinder and more child-friendly. They wanted families to enjoy the stories together. The Brothers Grimm also loved the German language. They worked on a giant dictionary to explain German words. They were like language detectives, exploring where words came from. Jacob and Wilhelm became teachers and librarians. They spent their days reading, writing, and helping students learn. Books were their superpower, and knowledge was their treasure. Over the years, their fairy tales were translated into many languages. They inspired plays, picture books, and animated movies. Today, kids all over the world still know Grimm stories. Fun fact, the brothers walked a lot to collect stories. No cars back then. Another fun fact, some storytellers were their friends and neighbors. And guess what? The brothers didn't expect their tales to be this famous. In Grimm tales, brave kids outsmart witches, wolves, and tricky people. The stories teach us to be brave, kind, and clever. They remind us that even small heroes can change their world. Because of Jacob and Wilhelm, old stories didn't disappear. They turned campfire tales into books that last forever. Their legacy is a world where fairy tales can always begin with once upon a time. And that's the true story of the Brothers Grimm. Which fairy tale do you like best? Cinderella, Snow White, or another one? Tell us in the comments and share this video with a friend who loves stories.